I'm a part-time seller on apps like Poshmark, eBay, and Depop. Here's what sold over the last week on all three platforms. I'm starting off with the Poshmark sales. These Levi corduroy pants took 100 days to sell, sold for $25. I had $7 into them, so it earned me $14.03. I'd consider Levi's bread and butter. I don't typically pick up bras. My thrift stores price them pretty high, well, just depending on where I go, but they are $4 or $5 at my local Goodwill, so I just don't pick them up so often. This one also took a while to sell. It sold in 222 days for $20. I had $4 into it, so it earned me $9.45. Gymshark is kind of hit or miss for me. These only sold in 2 days, but I have another pair of Gymshark leggings that have been in my closet for, I think, over a year now. So just be mindful and check comps when you're picking up Gymshark. This made me a decent profit though. I knew it wouldn't take long for this sweater to sell. It only took 20 days. It's just a good example of a style-based pickup. Now, this was actually from my own personal closet. I did thrift it though, but I haven't worn it in a whole season, so I decided to list it and get rid of it. But it sold for $20, made me a decent profit. Again, just chunky vintage type knit sweaters do really well this time of year. I was really happy about the price of this sale because I find Good American to be a hit or miss on the resale market. These were new with tags, so it did have something going for it, but I sent an offer out for $15 off of the asking price and the buyer accepted. I'm trying out the new style of doing these by adding more supplemental information besides what you can just read here, but I picked up these for myself. I think they were on clearance, some random store, I don't know, but they are way too big. They are oversized, emphasis on the oversized, and I put the measurements in, but they sold for a decent price, especially considering that they just came from my own closet. By the way, Nike joggers just in general are always a pretty easy pickup for me as long as they're in really good condition. This was a style-based and fabric content-based pickup. It is just a really in-style, trendy, unique piece. It was also 100% cotton. It's by the brand Garden Bell Shop. I did not know the brand. I looked it up. It's just a very sustainable brand, so I was like, maybe they have a niche audience or customer base, and this ended up selling the same day I listed it on Depop. This was another Depop sale, only took 2 days to sell. It is a Free People sweater, shirt, whatever you want to call it, and I love that Depop has no seller fees. It makes me able to price my items lower so they sell a little bit quicker. The last Depop sale was this Anthropologie Maeve brand red linen shirt. Now, I had this shirt for almost a year. It just was not selling over on Poshmark. I had also listed it to eBay, hadn't gotten any attention. I believe this sold either the same day or 4 days. It only took 4 days to sell on Depop. I made $10.75 on it, which is not the highest profit, especially for a linen type shirt, but it sold very quickly and I was just happy to get it gone after I've had it for almost a year already. The last item, which is one eBay sale, is this Free People blouse. This sold the same day I listed it to eBay, making me a pretty decent profit as well. No, this wasn't the greatest week. It was a pretty average or slightly below average week for me. I did have 10 sales, which at least meets my expectations with 1 sale per day. I made $162.72, which brings my average sale price per item to $16.27.